Such freedom stood out and was noted by the age of reason thinker Voltaire. "Cast your eyes over the other hemisphere," Brother Voltaire stated. "Behold, Carolina." Hello and welcome to the Scottish Rite Journal podcast, an audio presentation of the Scottish Rite Journal, brought to you and published by the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite, Southern Jurisdiction, Mother Supreme Council of the world. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment on this article, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell. This week's article is The Masonic Traveler, Early Charleston, by Brother Mark Dreisenstock, 33rd degree, read by Brother Matt Bowers, 32nd degree, and comes from the July-August 2026 issue of the Scottish Rite Journal. In his Morals and Dogma 10th degree, Elu of the 15 lecture, Albert Pike states that intolerance and bigotry have been infinitely greater curses to mankind than ignorance. This line is worth ruminating on as we consider Charleston, South Carolina, with a founding embracing tolerance and rejecting the religious bigotry of the past. This thriving city in the South was likely the Supreme Council's inevitable birthplace due to these conditions. The city's protection of religious minorities, such as Jews and Huguenots, was rare at the time, and the best and brightest were encouraged to come here to engage in trade, regardless of background. Much of this religious tolerance is owing to the fundamental constitutions of Carolinas, co-authored by Enlightenment philosopher John Locke. Article 97 of this document recognized different opinions concerning matters of religion, and the liberty to be granted also that Jews, heathens, and other dissenters may live in liberty, free of persecution. Such freedom stood out and was noted by the age of reason thinker Voltaire. "Cast your eyes over the other hemisphere," Brother Voltaire stated. "Behold, Carolina." This spirit of tolerance led to the development of a thriving Jewish community, the founding of the oldest continuously operating synagogue in the U.S., Kahal Kadosh Beth Elohim, and a church of French Huguenot dissenters. Indeed, Charleston boasted the largest Jewish community in the U.S. around 1801, the year of the Supreme Council's founding. Such tolerance spawned lodges of various backgrounds, including Valhalla Lodge of German-speaking Masons and the historically Jewish Friendship Lodge, and certainly the 1801 Supreme Council founding by diverse members from various nationalities and backgrounds, including Jewish and Catholic. The 4 Jewish members belonged to the Kahal Kadosh Beth Elohim Synagogue, though today's house of worship was constructed in 1840 to 1841 in classical Greek style. It features an impressive pipe organ, bright stained glass windows, and impressive columns. A visit to the synagogue's Cumming Street Cemetery contains the last of the 4 Jewish founders, as well as the Scottish Rite commemoration plaque. The French Huguenot Church, built in Gothic Revival style in 1844, is an attractive pink. The brightly colored houses of Charleston bespeak a Caribbean influence, according to Special Collections librarian Dr. Max Daniel at the College of Charleston, again adding to the notion that Charleston was welcoming of various cultural influences. The Supreme Council's founding of Shepherd's Tavern is no longer extant, but the location is marked by 2 memorials, a building plaque and a freestanding granite marker, designating it as a location of its founding. Yet the Freemasonry of today thrives in Charleston, for instance in the current Valley of Charleston building with its spacious theater auditorium featuring historic stage backgrounds. The Charleston County Masonic Association building features a vintage organ with Masonic emblems painted on its pipes as well as marble markers for various lodges and their past masters. Meanwhile, the former church edifice of Edwin Masonic Lodge No. 95 in the Mount Pleasant neighborhood of Charleston sports beautiful and intricate wall etchings featuring Masonic symbols, floral work, and Noah's Ark, labeled by its Hebrew name, Teba. There is far more to visit in Charleston than the Masonic settings mentioned here, as important as they are, for Charleston played a key role in the Revolutionary and Civil Wars. We end with an unexpected discovery, and that is the connection of the American writer Edgar Allan Poe to Charleston. Poe lived here for a time when he saw military service, and some of his tales show the influence of Charleston and its environs, such as The Gold Bug, whose protagonist took up his residence at Sullivan's Island near Charleston, South Carolina. Poe lived on Sullivan's Island, and the opening of The Gold Bug proceeds with a detailed description of the island. A Poe library as well as Poe's Tavern today recall the idiosyncratic Poe legacy, perhaps fitting in Charleston with its history as a haven for nonconformists. We close this Masonic traveler convinced that the spirit of tolerance allowed the city of Charleston, South Carolina, to thrive and the Supreme Council's founding to germinate here.